Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Lights from MaddenDaily.com, and I'm back with another Madden tip, how to score in the red zone part 2. First of all, I want to thank you guys for giving me more than 115 likes on my last Madden tip video in which I broke down the play mesh from Singleback wing tight. Now I'm going to cover the play PA dive. This is also a play that I like to use in the red zone to complement the mesh play. If you haven't seen the video that we did with the play mesh, definitely check it out. The link to that is in the description below. Now, PA dive, I'm using this play from the Steelers offensive playbook, but this formation and play is found in many playbooks. So if you're playing MUT drafts, this is going to be a really good formation to use, especially in the red zone. So we'll come out in PA dive, and I'll start off with cover 3. The route that we're going to focus on is the post to the Y or triangle receiver. Now, going back to mesh, you're going to notice that that receiver is on a drag route. He was kind of a decoy. He wasn't the main route on the play for mesh, but for PA dive. And as you see, the Steelers have both of the plays plus the dive in the quick audibles. So that's why I'm using this playbook as an example for this breakdown. But with PA dive, this route is the main route, and we're going to force them to user this post. Now, the quick hike setup for this play is going to be slant A or B. Go ahead and slant B. And the main two routes are going to be B and the post. So this play action is going to look just like the halfback dive. So if we run the halfback dive enough, they are going to bite on the play action. The hook zone on the left should drop back on the post, leaving the slant open as he clears them to the left. And then you'll notice that the post is also getting open, going from left to right against a cover 3. So here I'll actually throw to the post. And this route, I'm going to high point pass. So as soon as he clears the single high safety, I'm going to throw a pass with the left bumper and up, which will throw a high point. That way he catches it in the back of the end zone or close to the back of the end zone. And it's going to be tough, pretty much impossible to guard the slant and the post. So we have the slant quick. We have the post later read deeper in the end zone. So this is just the quick hike setup. Here I'll go to cover 2. Cover 2, the post should split the safeties. And that will be open. So they're going to have to manually guard the post, and then we'll go ahead and hit the slant. So this is just the quick hike setup. We do a lot more for this play. So let's get into that. So I'm going to slant A or B. I'm going to option the running back, and I'm going to motion him right. So in the mesh play, we were utilizing the running back motion left or right. For this play, I'm going to do a dual slant, and I'm going to slant either A or B and then the running back. So I put him on an option route, motion them right. The option turns into a slant. So now I have the slant to B, I have the post to Y, and I have the slant going from right to left, which is going to be great above the tight end slant if they do try to bite down on it, if they're playing underneath coverage, and for whatever reason the slant's not open. Here the slant was open, but say they go ahead and play that, and for whatever reason the post's not open, then we have the slant over the top that we get high point as well. So it's almost like having two posts. Post going from left to right quick, and then we have the slant, which is above this slant. It's going to be impossible to guard these 3 routes. So we're really attacking the middle, and we're attacking it with high point passes. Let's go to a cover 2. So I'm slanting A or B, optioning the running back, motion him right. Again, versus cover 2, the post should be open, but let's go ahead and deep blue the middle linebacker, which many people will, to not give that up. You see that we now have the slant going from right to left, which works perfectly with the tight end slant and the post. So we see that the post was kind of covered, at least initially, but underneath him, slant is wide open. We could throw a high point, we could throw a regular, we could throw a low pass. So these 3 routes work really well together. Hook zone played the first slant, second slant's open, they play the second slant, post is open. Let's go to a cover 4. I want to go to a cover 4 with 2 hook zones, so I'm going to use $326 cover 4 QB contain as an example. Obviously, you wouldn't want to go to this in the red zone, but this would mimic, I guess, the 3-4 drop cover 4. It's going to be worse. Run D, obviously, I'm not going to run the ball on it, but I do want to showcase the coverage and how we could still beat it. So mainly when someone goes cover 4, they go underneath coverage. Slant B, option the running back, motion him right. So we have, here I hit the slant in between the flat and the hook. They over pursue on him. I could hit the other slant, which is going to be delayed to the middle. You could even hit the post, splitting the safeties. As long as you throw it quick, right as he's cutting, you can find a space in between the two. So if they are on one of the linebackers and they're playing the slant, which they're going to be forced to, so they play the left slant, then they go play the right slant, post is open. So these routes right here, these three, especially the slant going from right to left and the post, work so well because they're hitting almost the same spot of the field, but one is low, one is higher. If they play the slant, we high point the post. If they play the post really far back, we could low pass the slant. Instead of slanting B, I'm going to slant A. That way we have the corner route, which would work against man coverage. Also cover 2 underneath could be an option. So we have the quick slant to A, the post, and then the slant going from right to left if they play the post. So that's motioning the running back right. To end this, we're going to show you a setup motioning the running back left because I did both motions in the play mesh. So I just want to keep the same look, keep the defense honest. Again, in mesh, we weren't really attacking with the post route, but now we are. They play that. We have the slants. So if we're going to motion the running back to the left, I am going to wheel the running back. I am going to slant A or B. So let's go ahead and slant B. And I'm going to motion the running back left. So now by motioning the running back left, now the flat has to fully play the left side. The slant's going to be way more open as he passes the left seam. So even if the hook zone plays him, we wait until he's not. We could throw this. There should be a space in zone coverage, in most zone coverage, because the wheel is bringing that flat zone really far to the sideline. See, he's following him to the left, and that's just leaving a nice space right here by the numbers. As soon as he passes this hook zone, we should have that. If they manually play that, don't forget we have the post. Now, if you want the dual slants, we can have Antonio Brown on a slant as well. So we could slant B, we could slant X, wheel the running back, and motion them left. The out route and the wheel are just to bring the zones outward, and then we're going to hit the inside with the 2 slants or the post over the top. So that way they can't just somehow cover the post, take away the slant going from right to left. Now they have to worry about the slant going from left to right. And it might look like these routes are both, in the same spot, so it's useless. It's really not, because they have to be low to play the slant. They have to be, a few inches past the slant to play the post. And we're high pointing. We didn't high point the slant right here because we didn't need to. There was no zone underneath us. But if there was a linebacker trying to take away the slant, we would then high point to the post, so we can't ball hawk it. And here's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Hook zone kind of played towards the slant. We could have still fit it in, but say that linebacker there was user guarding the slant. We're throwing over the slant, high pointing the post. I hope you guys enjoyed this tip. If you did, please like the video, subscribe if you're new. If we get 130 likes on this video, so I'm going 15 more. I did 115 last time. We got it easily. If we get 130 likes on this video, I will be back tomorrow for another tip of the day, the Madden Daily Tip of the Day series, which hopefully becomes a thing. Hopefully we could do this every single day. If you keep giving us the likes, we will make sure we keep giving you the video. So again, see you tomorrow if we get 130 likes. Till next time, it's your boy Lights from MaddenDaily.com. Later, fellas.